I used to Google everything. How to take notes? Googled. How to look better? Googled. How to get girls? Googled. How to perform well in exams? Googled. No matter how small the issue or question was, I Googled it and looked at a lot of YouTube videos. After doing that for a while, I realized that I was just taking everybody else's words for it, but never my own. I wasn't letting myself come to conclusions. So, I tried something different. You don't let your mind think. You keep on stimulating it with dopamine and content. You never give room for your own thoughts. You over rely on external help and solutions. The thing is that they don't know who you are or what you have experienced or your goals, your dreams, or what you want to do with your life. Only you know them, making it more important that you think for yourself. Sure, some things are just easier to Google. Problems that you truly don't know how to solve or are trying to learn on how to solve. For example, how to cook a certain food, but your brain often has the answers to most of the basic questions you ask. For example, how to get better grades. It is an obvious and basic question that almost anybody should be able to answer. And it goes like this: study more. But then you say, oh well Adrian, I don't know how to study. Well, then sure, you can search up different methods on how to study effectively and that kind of stuff. But before you do that, let your mind think about the question and write down any ideas or solutions that you come up with. After that, you should search up on Google or YouTube or whatever you want to on how to study most effectively, so that you also find the scientific stuff on how to study best so you get the best results. But still, first think for yourself. Deeper questions like career path and finding your purpose require real thought and reflection, so it's really important that you think for yourself, because nobody else can know what you want. So here's the first call to action. So number 1, right now, before continuing the video, take a piece of paper like this. I know this is just a drawing block, but still a piece of paper, and think with me for a moment of a problem or problems you're currently facing and have been facing and haven't found any solutions to, and you want to search up on Google, and write ideas and solutions on how to solve it. Do it with me. Write the problem at the top like this, and this is just an example. So, as you grades. Then under it, you start writing out ideas and solutions. It might take a little bit for you to come up with some ideas, but that's fine. You can pause the video here and continue when you have come up with some and think that is sufficient enough. And if you need more time, just pause it here. And I'm now gonna also write some ways for me to solve this problem. Okay, so I have now written out some solutions and ideas on how to solve the problem. When you're done, it should look something like this. You have written the problem in the top, at the top here, and then you have written out some solutions here or ideas. So I have written study more, analyze, use, evaluate, apply, mind maps, flashcards, spaced repetition, and ask for help. That are just some ideas I came up with. And then, when you have done this, tackle the problem directly, if it's possible. So, in my example, I can now start studying more directly. So that is a thing I can do. I can analyze, I can use, I can evaluate, and I can apply. Another thing I can do mind maps, I can use flashcards, and I can do spaced repetition, and I can ask for help. So in my case, I can use and do everything that I have written here right now. When was the last time you actually got off the phone and just thought? No distractions, no nothing. Just you with yourself. You probably don't remember, because you haven't done that, except for just now. Your thoughts and ideas aren't even your own. You have, since you were young, been fed ideas from your parents, school, news, television shows, and social media. You just follow the crowds and never stop to ask, is this even what I myself want? To do this, break down your own thoughts and problems and come to your own solutions. It's best that they are your own because you know yourself best. This is especially important when thinking about life's meaning and your purpose. Then you should at least be gone from all the social media and dopamine and stimulating things that gives you ideas that aren't even yours for some days. You should just think and journal and be outside and talk to some other people, but not too much. This is how you become your own philosopher. You think for yourself, you question, you analyze, and you reflect deeply. You're building your own philosophy of life, one that is important to you, yourself, and revolves around your goals, desires, and values and experiences. The philosophy is unique to you. It's one that mostly only applies to you. When thinking, it might be good for you to journal. Many of the greatest thinkers, like Marcus Aurelius, journal their thoughts, and that has led to books that influence us yet today. And journaling helps you organize your thoughts and think more clearly and come to better solutions and see like the overall picture of the thing and not miss the forest for the trees. Call to action number 2. I challenge you to get off your phone and all other devices and go for a 24-hour detox, where you remove all the distractions and stimulating things and just think about the deep questions in your life. You might be surprised what your mind is capable of coming up with, but do that after the video, of course. Brain-deadness. After you scroll on shorts or TikToks, how much do you even remember? Probably not much. That is a problem. Your attention span is fried, making it harder to focus and actually pick up information, and the act of scrolling is passive. You aren't doing anything else than using your thumb, having your phone here and scrolling it like this. You distract yourself from thinking because it isn't as fun as scrolling and getting the dopamine from the shorts. This is making it hard to think, and it's also making it harder to do good habits like reading and meditation, because you need that constant stimulation from other sources, and meditation and reading are less of a stimulating activity in the instant, and they only give you dopamine in the future. Meditation is a really good practice. It can help you clear out most of the noise in your mind. I myself try to meditate every morning for 5 to 10 minutes, focusing on my breath and relaxing. It helps you think clearer and become more present. Do this with me. Inhale deeply, hold it for a moment, and then exhale fully. Remember to breathe through your belly and not your chest. And this is call to action number 3. Yeah, that's 3. So, do this with me. Inhale deeply, hold it for a moment, and exhale. Do you see how you became calmer just now? And then you do this for 5 to 10 minutes every day, and you become a lot calmer, especially if you focus on becoming calmer. You don't want to think deeply about your problems, because the solutions your brain gives you isn't as fun or exciting as the influencers give. The solution your brain gives you is the thing you need to do to solve it. But it is often also the hard and painful path. The one with no affirmations, just you versus yourself. But for your brain to give any solution, you mustn't be constantly diverging its focus from that task. Think of your brain as a muscle. If you always rely on someone else to answer your questions, social media, Google, or whatever, your muscle gets weaker. But you train it by thinking through your problems. Your muscle gets stronger over time, making it easier in the future to solve problems and find solutions. Nowadays, most people aren't comfortable with being alone with themselves. You are with yourself your whole life. You have to accept yourself and learn to love yourself. Most people just seek external affirmation and validation that they are someone, and then they do more of that thing just because of the validation, even if they don't really like to do it. You need to find yourself and who you are and believe in yourself. Be happy in yourself. Love being alone. You should be your own best friend. You are always with yourself. When nobody's on your side, you have to be on your own side. If you lose yourself, then that is not a good thing. Take time off your day just to be with yourself and learn about your true self and not the self that has been reflected onto you.